Welcome back to another episode of the Brighton Career Mode here on FC26, where today we currently sit in third in the Premier League, right in the middle of a Champions League spot for next season. That's kind of our aim now after going on that 12-win streak in which we did across all competitions. It's kind of feel like we have to finish in the Champions League spot. And at the moment, we're looking good, but it is tight between us and obviously down there in 6th, which is only a 3-point gap between that. So it's very tight there. And in fact, we're only a 5-point gap off top of the spot Spurs. So winning the Premier League is not completely out of control as well. We ended last episode beating Watford in 1-0 in the FA Cup. And in fact, we now have another scenario on our hands. Rooney Bargi appears under the weather, showing signs of illness. You'll need to consider the best course of action to deal with the situation in relation to that player in the wider team. So we will let Rooney Bargi train like it's nothing happened, possibly get other players sick, or we send Rooney Bargi home. I'll be honest, I'm kind of interested to let him train and see what happens. We'll let him train and see what happens. Honestly, we'll just let that happen. See what happens. And in fact, we simulate 1 day for that. And in the FA Cup next round, we get Manchester City. So they take down Tottenham. They had Tottenham last round. So we get Manchester City in the FA Cup. Last time we played them in a cup competition, we beat them 3-0 to get to the Carabao Cup semifinals. We'll also figure out who we get in the round of 16 of the Europa League relatively shortly as well. And without further ado, let's see what this Rooney Bargi stuff has to do and see how many players he gets sick out of curiosity. So following Rooney Bargi saying he is feeling unwell, we let him train and is contagious, and a few of the team have come down with the same illness. So I'm interested to see who is unavailable here. Is it going to show injury for some players? So Boscali got illness. He's out for 9 days. He's out for 9-day illness. Richie got sick. He's out for 9 days. Matoma got sick. He's down for 9 days. Nico Paz is sick. He's out for 9 days. Rutter's going +5. He's 84 overall. That's interesting to see. Rooney Bargi obviously was the one that started this. He's out for 9 days as well. So a decent amount of players of a first-team quality are sick and out for this game against Bournemouth and possibly the game against Chelsea, which is actually dangerous. Maybe I should have just let him go home. Well then, let's see what they can do with a rotated team here against Crystal Palace, a 1-1 draw, and Cordero is only one to score there. And so this is the team to take on Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Thanks to me being curious, it led us to playing this team. And in fact, we only have 6 subs. We don't have a full 9 subs on the bench. It's 6 subs. That's how many players we have out with the injuries or the illness for this game. Mayulu starts at center mid, who played great in the FA Cup game against Watford. Waneri on the right, O'Reilly at cam, Cordero as the left wing. Weaver in the starting lineup, but he is going to be a starting lineup player anyway. And let's get into it. Here we go. Chelsea versus Brighton. It's a good ball into Liam Delop, and Liam Delop could be in behind here. Verbruggen saves. He will spill it. He'll pick it back up. To Kuiper, O'Reilly, Cordero, Costa block shot by Kola for a corner. In which one area to whip it in. Van Hecke, a powerful thumping header. And Brighton have the lead here 1-0. Liam Delop, saved by Verbruggen, the rebound. It was straight at Liam Delop. 1-1. And halftime, 1-1 here. Van Hecke, out wide for Waneri. And Ethan Waneri crossing Costa. He'll lay it off for Cordero. And Cordero, saved by Jorgensen. Nicholas Jackson down the byline. Delop, block shot. Jackson, rebound offside. Rafael to win it for Chelsea at the depth. And we will lose against Chelsea. Wonder how different it would be with our full team. Aston Villa with the full-strength team. It's a 2-2 draw. Ethan Waneri rescued a point in the 77th. He also gave us the lead in the 48th, but 2 quick goals from them. And it's a 2-2 draw. And so here we have the Europa League, around of 16 matchups here. Any big matchups that we'll go through. Newcastle, no. Villarreal versus Real Betis is a tight one. Leverkusen versus Atalanta. Napoli should win that one. Monaco should win that one. Olympiacos should win that one. We are playing Fernandez. Of course, we're playing a team I can't pronounce, but we're playing them. That'll be hopefully easy and done in one leg. What I am interested is in, obviously, Champions League, the playoff round here, to see who got knocked out. Remember, we had a pretty juiced Champions League, a playoff from 9th through 15th. We had some of the best teams in world football there. So Juventus made it through, Liverpool made it through, Arsenal made it through, or Atletico Madrid made it through. Arsenal didn't make it through, but like I said last episode, it'll be close with Athletic Club, and they won on penalties. Real Madrid make it through. Dynamo Kiev knock off PSG. So PSG struggle in the Champions League phase. They get knocked off by Dynamo Kiev, which is interesting there. And then Man City get through against Ajax. Any big round of 16 matchup? Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Inter, Liverpool, Dortmund, no. Man City, Galatasaray, no. So these are kind of the two big matchups: Arsenal, Bayern, Real Madrid, Inter Milan. But before any of that happens, we have FA Cup action here against Manchester City at the Etihad with the full-strength team fully back. Weaver is now in that default starting lineup for Florentino, and let's get into it. I mean, look at that team: Kimmich, Rodri, Silva, Donnarumma, Foden, Haaland, Doku. But guess what? Phil Foden down the right-hand side. Phil Foden, and off of the crossbar. Nico Paz switching the field out wide for Mitoma. And Mitoma now on the byline. He's going to whip in across for Costalos. Headed away, dealt with. Are they going to be able to score here? Phil Foden on a free kick. Kimmich alongside with them. One of the two are both exceptional shooters for free kicks. It's Kimmich! Straight at Verbruggen, who saves it out for a corner. Jeremy Doku sprints through with ease. Keeper coming out. And Verbruggen can't save that one. Jeremy Doku has the lead for Man City 1-0. Marmoush, Haaland 2-0. City are through. We will not go back-to-back in the FA Cup. We were obviously defending champions. Game over. We lose 2-0 to City here. Here we go. It is time for the Europa League round of 16 against Ferencvaros. I'm going to butcher the name. You're just going to deal with it. I can't lie. Joe Gomez starts at center back. Rooney Bargi at right wing. And I believe that's it. Matt O'Reilly at cam. Yusuf is into Vargas. Saved by Verbruggen. Cleared up the field by the Kuiper. And oh my God, it's well cleared up the field. Second ball, Richie down to Mitoma. Mitoma in towards Abu Fani. O'Reilly wins it back. Costalos now on the ball. In for Weaver. Weaver into Bargi. Can't find him. Rooney Bargi into Richie. Costalos over the top. Neymar on the ground. And that's why you go over the top, because it can intercept it easier. Rooney Bargi. Weaver. Richie. Costalos, Mitoma, O'Reilly, 1-0 for Brighton. It might have taken us 29 minutes, but we got through. Kadioglu, halftime, 1-0 up here. Mitoma now into Costalos, and Costalos double the lead here. A little safe, a security kind of thing there. Don't know why we're struggling to score against Ferran, but we are. And full time, an away win here. 2-0 win in the first leg. Safety enough to assimilate through that second leg because, well, honestly, this team is very boring to play against. I was falling asleep. So that's interesting to see there. Quick sim here against Ipswich. A 2-1 win. Wooderi scoring the winner in the 78th minute. We will end the episode off here with a simulation through the second leg here of the Europa League. A 0-0 day here and a 2-0 win on aggregate. We are into the next round of the Europa League. And that is where we will end today's episode. When we come back, we have the Carabao Cup final against Arsenal. That will be one way to start the episode, tomorrow's episode. We will also continue trying to get back in the Champions League because at the moment we are 3 points off the top four. And then in the Europa League, do we have the quarterfinals? We do. We are taking on Turkish side Fenerbahce in the Europa League quarterfinals. I will see y'all there tomorrow. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.